Hi everyone, welcome back to Acended Masters 101. This is where we talk all about the teachings of the Acended Masters, and this is a really cool playlist. We are interviewing students of the Acended Masters, asking them questions about their spiritual path, about their experiences with Mark and Mother, what it was like, what they've learned, what are keys and insights that they've learned along the way, things that are really valuable to those of us who are also embarking upon this path or maybe considering embarking upon this path. Feeling it out, what is it like? And regardless of how long you've been following these teachings, these answers are really insightful, really awesome, and I've had so much fun being a part of this project. And I'm so grateful to these lovely people who have been so gracious as to share these often personal, sometimes intimate experiences and stories about their spiritual journey with all of us. And so a huge thank you to them, and I'm so grateful. So the question that we are going to be jumping into in this video is, what is a key on the path to the ascension that you have discovered or made your own? So the answers to this have been fantastic. I have so much enjoyed hearing these, and so without any further ado, let's jump into it. What is a key on the path to the ascension that you have discovered or made your own? And just a quick reference, if you're unfamiliar with the ascension, it is essentially what the Ascended Masters teach us about. Is the ultimate goal of life, and they are teaching us how to earn our ascension. Jesus made his ascension. Many other Ascended Masters have made their ascensions, and that is the point. It is the purpose of life. It is the graduation from the schoolroom of earth. And if you'd like to learn more, I recommend the video on this channel called You and Your Ascension. We go into a lot more detail there. But in the meantime, if you are familiar enough with it, let's jump into this video. It'll give you a lot of insight and perspective on your own spiritual path. So let's just get started.
When I first started on the path, I was a little overwhelmed. No one knows how much karma they've balanced. No one knows what they need to do to make it. It seemed a distant goal. And I just had the feeling that I needed to just start it, just work it and continue with it. And I made myself a promise. And the promise was this: I didn't know if I would make my ascension in this life, but if I didn't make it, it wouldn't because I didn't try. And trying for me has been the key. One step in front of the other, day after day, working, striving, moving. And that has brought me to where I am today, and I am grateful that I made that promise to myself.
When I found out that there are a couple of things we need to do in order to make our ascension, and that one of them is to balance 51% of our karma, I really appreciated the community that I was a part of, because it allowed me to so much opportunity for service. And that in my heart, I know that being committed to this path of service, of karma yoga, which is finding union with God through service, will help me to balance the 51% of my karma. By God's good grace, I hope it's this lifetime.
Love everyone and everything just as God loves us. It's really incredible what love can do when we learn to give and receive it selflessly and with purity of heart.
That my mighty I Am presence and my holy Christ love are real. They're with me. And they interact with me all day long.
One key that I've discovered is that each day is an opportunity to strive to do your best. And even when you falter, pick up and try again.
I have made my own the understanding that I am accountable for everything in my life and everything that comes into it. But almost even more important than that is my response to whatever that is that comes into my life.
And love is the key, and joy is the motor of life.
I'm going to come back to the threefold flame. And to me, the key, I still have to discover it. How do I feel when my threefold flame is out of balance? And how do I know how to fix that and bring it back into a balance. Because the teaching that the masters have given us is the power of the 3 times 3. Your mighty I Am Presence has a balanced threefold flame. Your Holy Christ Self has a balanced threefold flame. You are the only one in your team that does not have a balanced threefold flame. So it's important for us to figure out how to balance our threefold flame. And to me, it comes down to perception. It comes down to feeling. It comes down to understanding who I am. And I want a balanced threefold flame. And then when you get the balanced threefold flame, you get the power of 9. And Mother has told us you are then invincible, and working towards that. Some people do have a balanced threefold flame, and their challenge is to expand and intensify it.
I discovered that when you go into your heart and you stay there and you focus on the love in the midst of challenges and darkness, that the love will win. And it takes some effort. It often takes some tears. Sometimes it takes some pain. And sometimes it takes time, doing that more than once for specific situations. And yet every time I've done that, I come out with feeling better because eventually the love does consume the darkness.
Keeping silent when others are not silent.
Just keep on keeping on and trust in Mother Mary.
One of the keys, I think, that worked on intentionally is to really pay attention to my inner world and what's going on, the intuitions, the thoughts, my emotions, even what's going on with my body, and to really pay attention to that and to develop those habits, inner awareness and inner attunement.
The constancy of keep trying to do better.
The key to the path for me, or being on the path or remaining on the path, is to maintain my focus on the Ascended Masters and on their teachings and what they say, and not on what's going on around us, on the things and the people. That's to me, that's the key.